Hello, friends. How do you know you're going in the right direction? These days, it's likely to be because you're using GPS, even if it isn't necessary. A few years ago, I was going from Boston to Tanglewood with a friend who'd never been. She was driving, and as we got into the car, she put the address into the GPS. "You don't need that," I said. "I know how to get there." "Well, I feel more comfortable having the navigation on." "There's nothing to navigate. We simply head west on the Massachusetts Turnpike. It takes us right there. No turns or anything." I didn't prevail. The GPS was engaged, and wouldn't you know it, the journey was exactly as I said it would be. Then, just as we arrived, came the final insult. "That was easy, just like you said." "I know. Why didn't you trust me?" "I thought you would be wrong." Sometimes we simply need to let go and trust that those we're journeying with will get us there. But most routes aren't that direct, and some guides can lead us astray, and have. Many of us feel that as a society we're on the wrong path, one which is leading into scary places. So much so that it's difficult to know who we can trust. This is particularly true where things like politics and religion are concerned. The church in particular hasn't been trusted for a long time, especially as its message is believed to be one which leads to ignorance and judgmentalism. Which is why the rise of Christian nationalism is so puzzling. Because if ever a message were untrustworthy, and if ever a movement's messengers were taking us places we'll regret, surely it's it. Of course, its success is part of the toxic stew of influencers, podcasts, and demagogues, whose very existence depends on both appealing to our desires and stoking our fears. So it's not surprising that the Christian message, the actual message of the gospel, mind you, not the twisted one of Christian nationalism, isn't popular. Because it asks us to forsake the things we desire and to look at and even embrace our fears, including the biggest one of all, our fear of death. "Lord, we do not know where you are going. How can we know the way?" Thomas said. Like him, we doubt this can be the way to anything good. Yet Jesus responds to Thomas, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." The way out of this present mess. The truth of who we were meant to be. The life we can have, but only if we go where he leads. I'm reminded of some words King George VI said at the close of a Christmas speech in the darkest, most fearful days of World War II. "Go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be to you better than light, and safer than a known way."